fight somebody. I am going to fight someone in the upcoming months. We will make it happen because
This is ostensibly our protagonist, Andy Warski. Andy Warski is a veteran YouTuber who fell into the internet blood sports community in the aftermath of Gamergate. He is known for his shaky and unstable relationships with peers, frequent outbursts, and having a fake drug habit. Defenders will say that out of the IBS crowd, Andy Warski is the only one with a likable personality, and he is one of the few streamers that actually concentrates on comedy as the focus of his shows. Detractors will say that he is a low IQ, baby bitch who cries as soon as things don't go his way. The truth probably lies somewhere in the middle.
Tonkasaw is bitch made. Daddy, no!
This is Ethan Ralph. Ralph is the owner and editor-in-chief of the Ralph Retort. Ralph came to prominence during Gamergate. He's one of the thousands of non-gamers who jumped on the phenomenon to feed their egos and get eyes on their websites. Seriously, I've seen him play 2 video games. Once he played Mr. Medicare in Mortal Kombat X, losing 7-0, and once he played some weird Civil War game, and both times he was unable to grasp even the most basic mechanics of said games. Ralph is also the host of The Kill Stream, quite possibly the most resilient of the internet blood sports shows, but most importantly, Ralph is the proud owner of a giant, disgusting, meaty gunt. So foul and monstrous is Ralph's gunt that pregnant women miscarry the moment they lay eyes on it. Children all over Virginia know to drop their skipping ropes and bicycles and run indoors at the sound of the undulating mass of fat and loose skin slapping against the front of a pair of khakis, for fear they might come face to face with that sickening, blubberous gunt. What could have possibly brought together these two mavericks, these two giants of internet entertainment? Well, it's a little convoluted, but last year a third YouTuber by the name of Tonka Saw challenged Andy to a fight. Ralph agreed to be Andy's corner person, and they all headed out to Knoxville, except Tonka. He bitched out, and Andy was declared the winner. While there, Andy and Ralph got to interact with other YouTubers, met some fans, had a good time, and went their separate ways, until they had an idea. Why don't we do the exact same thing again, but without the other YouTubers, and instead of a fight, we'll just sit in a hotel room getting shit-faced. Oh, and let's get the fans to pay for the whole damn thing. This is their Indiegogo, a rare specimen as there are absolutely no material rewards for donating to it. Warski and Ralph will be filming this new series on location starting with Richmond, Virginia and Miami, Florida. The series truly kicked off with our adventures in Knoxville. We enjoyed working with each other so much, we wanted to do it again and make it a regular thing. Live meet and greets as we film the series because we both agree that getting fans involved will make it better. This campaign will allow us to start the series off right and make for a great all-around experience for us and fans alike. As two well-known YouTube personalities with years of experience entertaining, we enjoy being creative and bringing this to the fans of our shows. Andy Warski and Ethan Ralph will be filming this new series on location starting with Richmond, Virginia on March 7th to the 10th and Miami, Florida, March 11th to the 15th. We added Miami recently so we can see more fans on the East Coast and get more amazing footage for the series. Join us in Miami as well as Richmond now. By supporting us, fans and backers will allow us to film on location together, which would be otherwise impossible as Andy lives in Canada and Ralph is in the US. You can obviously see the difficulty in the distance. And yes, that's why plane tickets will be needed. So we have two NEETs with alcohol abuse issues, a history of violence, and virtually no day-to-day personal interaction with people going on a road trip together to film themselves doing nothing. What can possibly go wrong? Where's the horror that you were promised in the title? Well, the horror begins in Richmond, Virginia.
The Bone Zone says, are you and Andy straight up living together now? Yes, we are. 100%. Deep Fried Lettuce. Yeah, okay, I guess we could talk about that for a minute.
Oh, wow.
I did move into with Andy Warski.
Murder-suicide. I think it's going to end in a murder.
Now, as of now, we do share an apartment together. I haven't moved all my shit, so we're separate right now. I see him putting out tweets about rubbing his balls on my laptop while I'm gone. But yeah, we are living together here in Richmond. We're gonna go to Washington, D.C. on Thursday, and we're gonna go to Miami this coming Monday. We're gonna be there until the 16th. So yeah, we got some stuff going on, but we're living together past that too. He's gonna stay here in Richmond. So
what was being sold as a fun little business venture quickly became the catalyst for a bizarre same-sex cohabitation between Ralph and Andy, two guys who met each other on a trip to Knoxville, liked each other's company so much that they decided to move in together, proving once and for all that Andy and Ralph are in fact lesbians. Now, fans might know that Andy's previous roommate was a cop. He kept Andy in line. He kept Andy safe, out of trouble. He kept Andy healthy. And now that Andy was going to move in with an alcoholic ex-felon with a history of violence, pretty much anyone with half a brain saw that at some point Andy was going to deeply regret this decision. But whatever. Let's go watch our two main characters eat breakfast.
Now, the difference between what we're doing and what Baked Alaska did is we're keeping it separate. It's not on our channels. It's not going to be on the kill stream. We're just having fun with this like a side project, basically.
This is, yeah. By the way, I would like to announce Warpath is coming back, dude. That's what I'm really happy about. Me and Geek are going to bring back Warpath. My computer has to be...
Hi, my roommate just left, and they left their medication at my here. Could you check to see if there's a guy by the name of Andy in a blue plaid sweater there?
What is he doing?
Me and Kelly were on the phone yesterday for a long time. I was showing him our place.
Yeah, he sent me a nice
One of my
message
roommates
last
is at
night
your
saying
restaurant right now, and he left something here.
Ooh.
By the way, the show
Andy.
last night was unbelievable.
No. What happened?
Yeah, and he has a blue plaid shirt.
This is so your roomie was a cop, and at one time you had drugs inside your house, and he didn't do shit.
This is Jason.
Party, talk about a corrupt government. I bet cops are best at stealing drugs. I don't think that that's true, though.
No. The hell?
That's what Ian tried to say.
If I did have drugs in the apartment, he didn't know about it. Yeah, why? What's wrong?
Yeah, they're trolling us because he's streaming.
Okay, I just got the... someone phoned me. Alright, yeah, let me see it. What it says.
You said Jason.
Hello?
On the phone is Dispatch, who can be seen here portrayed by Academy Award-nominated actor Hugh Jackman. Dispatch is the all-seeing eye of internet autism. Take a picture of yourself in a parking garage, he'll find you. Leave a bad review for a restaurant, he'll find you. Donate to a shitty Indiegogo, he'll find you. Armed to the teeth, with a seemingly endless supply of time, Dispatch watched and restreamed every single IRL stream our two protagonists did, using Google Maps and his chat to create a sort of augmented reality video game to find businesses and instill paranoia in the YouTubers. As we move forward, I want you to pay close attention to how Andy and Ralph respond to having been found.
Hello?
Hello?
Someone... Jason? Yo, what's up, Jason?
Hey, this is Dispatch.
Oh, Dispatch, what's up, man?
First one.
How you doing, man?
just wanted to see if I could get you guys.
Yeah, man, yeah. We'll talk some other time, but thanks for calling. Oh, hang on, Ralph wants to speak to you.
You're going to interfere with my calls that's coming in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just real quick. Hey, Xander, man, I hope you...
All right, it was Dispatch.
I did.
It was Dispatch.
Yeah, you did pretty well, 4,500, man. I just want to make sure you saw it, dude.
Yeah. You see my stream earlier today? I got 500.
Oh, good. Congratulations, dude.
Yeah, YouTube's not too bad.
You are doing pretty good, man.
All right, well, appreciate it. Enjoy the day out.
Andy responds good-naturedly. Sure, it's probably fake, but he seems to understand that this is something that makes his streams more interesting rather than less. The Knoxville trip had the absent Tonka Saw as the villain, and this trip seems pointless because it is devoid of conflict. So enter conflict. Dispatch, the Aspergic Joker to Andy's retarded Batman. Ralph, on the other hand, talks about how many people watch this show as if that somehow makes him a better and more important person than Dispatch.
I always don't always know where we are, you know? Don't forget to shake the milk with 2 straws.
I don't know. It's just good. I gotta go because I gotta go take my mom somewhere.
Is there a place to buy smokes around here?
I'm not sure.
You seem like you're panicking. Is it the time?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
And now, the fear. Ralph realizes that the internet knows exactly where he is and decides it's time for the two to run away. You can run from the internet, but Andy would soon learn you can't escape it.
Good evening, McDonald's, Southside Plaza.
Hi, I just called to let you know of a white supremacist who is in your store. He is now live streaming on YouTube and sitting in your cafeteria discussing reinstituting slavery.
Screaming.
Yes, live screaming.
He got on sunglasses and a white t-shirt.
Yep.
Is he eating?
Yes, he is.
Are you live screaming about slavery? No, I'm not. Are you sure? Because this person is watching you on live screen.
Could you tell him something for me?
Yes.
Could you say that this is Dispatch from Right Wing Watch?
Why would I do that? That's ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna leave. So you guys, you think that's funny, eh? Fucking retards.
Live screaming.
You guys are fucking retards. You guys are absolute retards. So stupid.
That one worked well. Do you think that's funny?
You're done. All right. Honestly, Dispatch, you're going down, buddy.
Ah, now he hates me.
You're saying I'm live streaming about fucking slavery?
You were, technically.
You're a fucking piece of shit. That was Dispatch. I know it was Dispatch. I hope you had fun having a channel, you fucking piece of shit. You're telling people that fucking live stream about fucking slavery? You fucking piece of shit. You fucking stalking me?
Oh.
You fucking cocksucker.
Now it's stalking and he hates me.
I'm gonna fucking. You're getting reported, bro. I'm gonna report
Internet
you.
friendship over.
But Andy has a secret he has kept for a long time, an ability most YouTubers never dare exercise. You see, Andy isn't just a live streaming buffoon. He's also a false flagger. He will report videos he doesn't like to YouTube for offenses they can hardly be considered to be guilty of in order to stop people from streaming things he doesn't like. And the next morning, this happened. What a bitch. So with Dispatch having been dispatched, Warski and Ralph did some really boring shit in DC and set off to their final destination, Miami, with Ralph eating a cheeseburger out of the trash along the way. Having arrived in Miami, Ralph fired up his equipment to deliver the first kill stream of the Miami trip. He was incredibly drunk, melancholy, frequently turning to the subject of former friends and his own past glories, slurring through the news and generally being unprofessional. The only bit of entertainment provided in the entire stream didn't come from Ralph, but rather happened in the background as a drunk Warski broke his watch, pulled out his dick, and was slapped on the ass by fellow streamer Failure.
Andy, it was the $12 watch. What the fuck? Andy,
Oh man.
what
He's
is
on
he?
the warpath.
He just broke his own watch. Oh Jesus. This is what I'm dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, it was a $12 watch, so it wasn't a Rolex, but still. Mama JF is back again. That's what chat said. Oh Jesus. And now he's gone.
The only thing that could make this better is if you had a fucking webcam. Just film.
Actually, I do have a webcam, but I shouldn't turn it on. Let's see. Zoomer Hub says we're live. Nick Fuentes' Iowa State speech. I don't even know what he's doing at Iowa State. Shekelmeister says you faggots at South Beach. I'm here too. Failure just slapped him right on the ass. Did you guys hear that?
That hurts so bad.
You reverberate through your microphone.
Dude, Andy's about to cry. He just got slapped in the ass so hard. Holy shit. Failure, do you have something to say about that ass slap? Holy shit.
Fucking.
While Andy and Failure went out on the town to explore the city, Ralph elected instead to drink copious amounts of liquor alone to feed his frightful gunt so that it may grow to be big and strong. And then he slept. On Tuesday, Ralph bleached his hair so he could look like a very, very fat Guy Fieri and went back to his hotel room to listen to people say mean things about him on the internet. He tuned into Cognitive Talks Live and decided in his prolonged drunken stupor that he would attempt to preserve his dignity and deny the accusations that he in fact eats cheeseburgers from the trash. But rather, he would state that he was stealing them while on probation.
Ralph, tell us
Hello,
about
Ralph.
the cheeseburgers and the lasagnas. We need to know.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on my phone. By the way, the cheeseburger bite wasn't in the garbage. It was just on the rack, like in the store. Like it was nothing.
Wait, you
I know that
you
this is
stole
what
a
it comes to,
cheeseburger.
breaking down.
Wait. Where was
Yeah,
it?
it was just on, the rotating rack where it sits there under the fucking heat or whatever.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. You get little hot dogs
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
it wasn't in the garbage or on the floor. It was in the store. They were selling them. That's where I ate it from.
Wait, you ate it from there. How did you get it? Did you pay or did you just
I
grab
just
it?
picked it up and ate it.
You just picked it up. You just got a free.
I think they might have actually charged me for it at the register too. So I'm not sure, but yeah, it wasn't in the garbage.
So it's got a free burger bite. Get people are saying you're guilty. A guilty gun from Rykel the Wolf. Your guilt is guilty.
Yeah,
Of
it was a cheeseburger. I mean, like I said, it wasn't from the. Where is this coming from that it was from the garbage? Like that's what I.
Oh, that's from
does that
Zoom.
come
That's from Zoom.
That name, Zoom, they're talking about Godspeed. And if you thought Dispatch was a thorn in Andy's side, Godspeed is a machete perpetually being shoved up Ralph's ass. Unlike Dispatch, Godspeed has known both Andy and Ralph for a long time, and Andy feels a certain affinity for the man. So much so that when he decided to move in with Ralph, he invited Zoom to be the third man in their gay streaming house. Zoom declined, opting instead to torment Ralph from afar while living and working in the largest city in America, rather than living in the black part of Richmond eating at McDonald's every day. Here he is now. Zoom used the same tactics Dispatch had used on Andy, and on Tuesday evening he was able to discover the hotel they were staying at, ordering transgender prostitutes, pizzas, liquor, and mattresses to their rooms from various businesses in the city.
Thanks for calling the Guild. This is Betsy. Pretty well. How are you?
So my friends are currently staying at the Guild. My friend Ethan Ralph actually booked a room there, and he's staying with my friend Andy Warski. And I'm flying in tonight, and I just wanted to make sure that they got the extra bed that they ordered for me.
For sure. Let me see. Just to make sure here, what city
It's in Miami.
are they staying in?
In Miami.
It's in Miami. Okay. Okay. And which of those names is the reservation under?
It should be under Ethan Ralph.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Perfect. So I pulled that up here. Okay. So it looks like y'all are in a 2-bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So for the additional mattress, is that something you requested with us, or was that something you ordered?
Whether due to chronic alcoholism or chronic butt hurt, Ralph did not stream this night. Did Ralph sleep? Nobody knows. Did Ralph drink? Fuck yes, he did. Ralph, again listening to people saying mean things about him on the internet, decided to call into Cognitive Talks, no longer even attempting to put on a facade of personability. No, he was more gunt than man, a morose, drunken disaster. As you listen to this clip, keep in mind that this was around noon, 1 p.m. at the latest, and consider how drunk this man is.
This is brilliant. I'm sorry, this is just so funny. Ralph's in the waiting room. Let me bring him in. Oh, God. Ralph, how you doing? So I'm just laughing at Andy.
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so yeah, what's up?
What happened on Ralph's night last night? Like, we're watching Andy freak out to scary music in a bar, which is hilarious.
Yeah,
what happened to
I was
yourself?
asleep. I don't know what all Andy did afterwards, but yeah, I just went to sleep. So
did the tranny turn up? Like, we've got to ask. Oh, let me take you out for a second,
oh,
Marijuana
you
Melody,
mean
get some feedback.
the stuff that Zoom called to our room? Yeah, none of that shit. The only thing that ever turned up was like a bunch of pizzas, and I said we didn't order it, and they sent it away. So
a bunch of pizzas turned up. You didn't get the alcohol? You didn't get the chicken wings or anything like that?
no, didn't pay for anything. That was all Zoom. So.
Oh no, he didn't pay for it. He said he'd be paid when he got there. He did he did your accent and said you
Yeah, I
double
mean,
with cash.
obviously, I'm not gonna pay for that shit.
Obviously.
I mean, and I know he's used to ordering child pornography and stuff like that on the internet, but yeah, we didn't pay for anything. So.
Fair enough. So did you stay
by
in
the
bed
way,
last night because you were
I was
ill?
not gonna do a stream last night anyway. And then people were like, "Oh my God, Zoom trolled him out of doing a stream." No, I wasn't gonna do a stream regardless.
Okay, that's fair.
When Cog offered to have Zoom on to discuss what really happened, Ralph lost his shit, saying he doesn't want to talk to anyone but Cog, clearly realizing that he is too drunk to keep up his lies and even argue properly.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Well, obviously, this whole thing is based on the fact that obviously Zoom has found you and Andy, which has been established by yourself and obviously by Andy. But and I'm guessing he wants to have a conversation with you about this, but that'd be rewarding him
I
as
don't
well
want
as
to
filming what he actually did.
I don't want to speak to him. If I did, I know how to get a hold of him.
Right. Right, okay, fair enough. Well, I appreciate you coming on the show, but I'm going to see who's left after you've got off, to be fair, because there might be someone who wants to come on and have a chat or a conversation. I really don't mind.
That's sure.
But
I mean, look, if you want to bring him on after, that's perfectly okay.
But it'd be good to see you. You are live tonight. Zidane's back, isn't it?
Yeah, I am going to be live tonight, and yeah, I mean, that's about it.
Right. Right. Well, I see.
I mean,
I see.
just say no. Don't.
I still
don't
see
just
the
say
strange.
right. You sound like Coach Red Pill.
You sound
right.
like you sound like you're in a hug box over here. You sound like you're in a hug box.
Right.
Ralph, you sound like you're in a hug box.
Fuck off. Now fuck off, dude.
How do you not realize that it sounds like you're in a hug box? You can't have a conversation right now.
What? Because I came on to talk to you, and
no, yeah, you come to talk to me, but other people want to ask you. I can't ask everyone's questions for you.
I didn't come to talk to them. I came to talk to you. I don't give a fuck what they're talking about. I think it's fair.
I think others might like to hear their point of view, and that's what makes it a hug box when you're actually trying to close out that point of view. You don't have to be around for it, but I will bring people in now. You can leave.
However, Zoom did get on and made it clear to the audience that Ralph was using the Indiegogo money as an excuse not to do any work. that he had stopped doing his stream, that his co-host Zidane had quit, that he eats cheeseburgers out of the trash and lies to his audience about his day-to-day experiences to keep up appearances. Ralph couldn't resist and got back on, tried to argue, but eventually the massive alcohol rumbling around his disgusting, bloated gunt made him sad and sleepy, and as the subject of his vile, nauseating gunt was raised again, he fucked off once again.
Oh, the trolls, you fucking fat ass motherfucker. I've never taken a picture in my life where my fat fucking stomach is hanging out of my shirt like you, buddy.
Zoom, you're fatter than I am. Are you
No,
fucking
I'm not.
for real right
I
now?
weigh fucking
Yeah, you
243.
are.
You weigh
Yeah,
easily
you weigh
330.
150 pounds, you cocksucking piece
You
of
do
shit.
not.
Who the
You
fuck
were
are
a
you
fucking
trying to fool?
fat, easily heavier than 330 pounds. You're out of breath getting out of the car and walking to get nachos. You can't even sing Freebird sitting stationary in a car
My
without
mic
being
cut
out of breath.
So I don't know.
It's like,
he ran like a bitch. Oh, he's back in the waiting room. Sitting there talking about fat people. His fucking bitch tits
Dude,
are
you're
hanging
one of
to
the
his
fattest people I've ever seen in my life.
I can't hear now, so I'm not sure. Let's see. I should be able to hear.
You
but I'm not
become
able to.
Tonka in every sense of the way. You're challenging people
But
to
I think
IRL
I've said
fights.
enough
You're
already.
shitting on your
You know,
fans.
Godspeed.
You're making
I don't know if you
stories.
can hear
You're
what I'm
being
saying
cut
right now.
by the girl that's supposed to be your
I know
girl.
you max
What's
out
it like?
at about 400 or
What's it gonna
500.
be like when
We'll
Nora
see how
finally
many
gets her
people have
green card
watching
and
the show
leaves you?
tonight.
Are you gonna have? You're gonna
People
go
are
back to
watching
mommy
your
and have her
implosion.
Guarantee
kiss
it's
you?
gonna be way more than you. So
People are watching your implosion. Your show is
good luck with
fucking
that, man.
dead.
Or
Your
is
show
Nora
dying.
gonna kiss your boo boos, Ralph? You gonna buy
What
her
a
another purse so
fucking
she can pretend
pussy.
to respect you?
What an unbelievable pussy.
Oh, I'm too drunk. I can't continue.
And after Godspeed destroyed Ralph, Dispatch set his sights on Andy. By this point, Andy had retracted the copyright claims he had put on Dispatch's channel, and Dispatch took a softer approach to fucking with Andy, mostly by being honest with him and allowing him to see where his life was headed.
Let's give him a call.
Apparently Facebook and Instagram are down right now.
Yo,
Dispatch,
Andy.
what's up, man?
What up? So I like this whole
Okay, and by the way, I
like
am
the whole-
live, by the way. I am live. Yeah?
Yeah. So I like the whole positivity, like, you know, the thing where you're embracing everything and really going with that, and how you were unblocking people, not banning people in chat, really
Yeah.
opening up and listening to everybody. The only thing I was thinking that maybe you should kind of bring that up to Ralph to see if maybe, you know, why doesn't he open up and do the same thing? Like, he's still blocking people like crazy on Twitter, calling people haters. He's turning off his pay pigs. I mean, somebody who donated $100 on Indiegogo, I
Wait,
just
what?
talked to them
That
on the
really
phone,
happened?
and they were upset about this. Like, I feel like
Oh my
you should kind of
God.
push Ralph and see.
Yeah, Dispatch is right. Okay, so what he's saying right now, Dispatch is saying right now, is going, hey, Andy, I like the way you're acting all positive and positive, happy living and all that stuff. He's like, Ralph was just yelling at a guy who donated $100 on our Indiegogo, right? And so I should go and try to push him into the positivity thing. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. I've been trying my fucking ass off. Come to the gym with me every day. Come to the gym with me. Come be happy. Come talk. Sober Ralph wants to be. Look, I drank a few beers, right, Dispatch? Do you see me fucking falling asleep at the beach?
No, dude, you're
see
still
me
good. But Ralph's
falling
like,
asleep
he was just on Cog Show, and he was like, he made a fool out of himself.
I know he was on Cog. So we're live right now. We're at where's this bar called? 1236 Ocean Drive, El Garandio, me, Taylor, and a friend Alex. We want to meet people and have fun and hang out, right?
Yeah, and you're filming it.
Like,
You're
we
showing
understand
people.
like all the
You're doing what you
LOLs,
guys said
jokes,
on the
and laughs and
Indiegogo.
shit. What?
You're doing everything that you said you guys would do on the Indiegogo. Like, I'm seeing you put in the work. I'm not seeing Ralph putting in any work right now. I'm only seeing it from you right now.
I know, and that's why I'm like, dude, ask Failure. Hang on. I'm on the phone with Failure. Just tell Failure. I mean, say Failure. Tell him Failure. Sorry, this is like a meme now. But how was I acting last night and this morning?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yo, Failure. How's it going?
Yeah, we're trying to like get positive and get out there and actually do stuff. The only problem is we haven't really been able to do much this week because
Yeah, because Ralph's holding
other
you guys
people
back
haven't
right
been.
now?
What?
Yeah, because Ralph's kind of holding you guys back and all right now?
Well, it's just we need to get out of the room early in the day, and sometimes that's not happening until 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So it's by that time, even in Miami, things are starting to by the time you get to the club, it's starting to wind down. And the whole thing too is sometimes the club is not the best place for reception. Not the best place for light. Yeah.
And after Ralph failed to appear at a fan meetup with a donor who donated $500 to the Indiegogo just for a chance to meet Ralph, the crew, Andy, and the fan agreed that an intervention was warranted. A funny, entertaining intervention on an unfunny, depressing, alcoholic Ralph. The plan was simple. Give the fan a bag of ice. Cover Ralph's gunt with a towel so as not to offend the audience. Then have the fan dump it on the no doubt sleeping Lush. Then talk to him seriously about his contribution, or rather lack thereof, to their business venture. The results? Well...
Oh boy. There's the Ellen, guys. It's...
Ooh, I think it's my type to go.
You sure, man?
Yeah.
The fan makes the bag. We decided to buy a bag of ice. I think it'd be funny to throw a bag of ice on Ralph because he passed out. LOL. Give the fan who gave $500,000 and flew here and paid his own hotel one chance to pull a little prank on Ralph. And he went ballistic. So we left. Anyway, I go downstairs. We look for the fan because the fan ended up running away. The fan ended up having to leave. The fan got to see Ralph for about 6 seconds. He hung out with me for a fucking good hour. I'm making him laugh in the fucking Uber and shit through the TTS. Trying to make him laugh. So I make it in there, and he goes, "Yo, you want to fucking mess? You want to go?" I'm like, "What the hell? Wait, are you threatening me?" He goes, "Boy, it looks like you want to go." And I'm like, I said I was disappointed in you. He goes, "Yeah, well," and he goes, "Yeah, well, this is my fucking room." I'm like, "What?" Look, he put it on his Visa card, but when the fucking money comes in from Indiegogo, I paid him back. I paid for fucking 3 flights, paid for so much things, paying for everyone's dinner with my own fucking money, gas, the fan that is staying with us. I'm being generous and giving him my own personal money. The Indiegogo money isn't even in yet. So what happened? Okay, so I go pack my bag. I'm like, "Fine, you want me out of your room? This is your room, this is your room." So I run over to the my room, because it's my fucking room, and I pack my bag. I started throwing everything. I'm like, and he's behind me, and he's like, "You want to go? You want to go?" And I'm like, "Get away from me!" I'm like yelling as loud as I can, like, "Get away from me! Get away! Please get away!" And then he's like, "Oh, what?" And then that's when he closed. When I have my second bag packed, he closes the door and he locks it, and then he puts his fists up.
You're both walking trash fires with cancer AIDS.
Yeah, I am. We'll talk after. No, you're drunk. Get the fuck out of here. Holy fuck. Get him away from me. What the fuck's wrong with him? Fucking crackhead. He's a fucking insane person. Like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm gonna punch him in the fucking face. Fucking cocksucker. Okay, I'm leaving. No, I'm not staying. I'm not staying. I'm out. Fucking find a fucking train. Get the fuck out of here. Is he fucking stupid? He went back upstairs and drank the fucking bottle and back it down there. Come talk to me. Come talk to me. Fuck out of my life, you fucking faggot.
Like any battered wife, Warski decided to talk to Ralph once he sobers up and apologizes, and our two titans of YouTube entertainment met over breakfast to discuss their situation.
You were fucking hammered. You made an ass of yourself. Fans were talking shit about you.
Dude, you were laying on the floor screaming like you were having a fucking panic attack, like you were getting raped.
You put your hands up, you wanted to fight me, you locked the door.
You literally laid on the floor and started screaming and kicking and
because
screaming like
I was
you were
gonna knock
having
you
some
out.
type of
Because I was gonna
fight.
fucking knock you out.
You weren't gonna do shit.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't.
Because you put your hands up, I had to defend myself off of you.
You
Because
were
you were
laying
hammered.
on the floor screaming like a little girl.
Yeah, well, you were being an asshole, drunk,
So you're trying to
alcoholic.
put it all on me? Fuck off.
Yeah, all right, go, fuck off, yeah. I'm gonna take responsibility for being a drunken idiot. Huh?
What are you gonna take responsibility for? Nothing?
No, you. Oh, my fault. Oh, my fault. Oh, my
No,
fault.
I didn't say that.
Please, out of my way. Please and thank you. Out of my way. And fuck off, okay? Fuck him. He's a drunken idiot. He's a irresponsible, drunken asshole. That's all he is. He's a drunken idiot.
Warski showed an incredible amount of spine. He didn't care about his possessions, which were now in Virginia. He didn't care about his money, which was intrinsically tied to Ralph. All he cared about was his dignity, which he was going to preserve by traveling all 50 states and entertaining his audience. The crew was on board. The only way they would continue to work with Ralph would be if he was sober and productive. Enough of this getting drunk, enough of this anger, enough of this drama. Straighten up or fuck off, Ralph. And so, that night, the crew and Warski decided to meet with Ralph. Take a guess where they took him. Take a guess. Come on, quick. They took him to a fucking bar. This morose-looking man is A.G. Luck, a man as interesting as wallpaper and twice as funny. If his appearance betrays his sense of consternation, it is with good cause. For the past hour, he has been trying to get Andy's attention, with Andy refusing to talk to him out of fear of the fake alt-right drunk mundane Matt sitting at the bar with him. You see, A.G. Luck put together this trip. A.G. Luck put together this Indiegogo. A.G. Luck has spent the last 4 days watching these two idiots get drunk at bars and produce none of the comment they promised to, and none of the content they would have otherwise produced, like the kill stream. A.G. Luck has watched Ralph down 4 beers along with some shots over the last hour. A.G. Luck knows that this is another day wasted by these two codependent shitheads, and A.G. Luck is about to explode.
Is that? I'm not. Relax. Fuck you. What the fuck are you saying to me? Alright, well, fuck you. You're done. Take it. Fuck you. You talk to people like you're a fucking asshole. Fuck off. I got out of my life. Shut the fuck up.
Protect you. I will fuck you up.
What's that?
I will fuck you up. I'm trying to protect you. And
Wow,
you can't
wow.
You can't send this thing out for 5 minutes.
I didn't know. I didn't fucking know.
Alex told you in your
No
ear.
one told me. No one told
You're
me.
a fucking lying sack of
No,
shit.
he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't, you fuck. Fuck you.
And really, this is where the story ends. But this isn't one story. This is a collection of stories about a collection of deeply troubled individuals. And each story has its own end. A.G. Luck held his footage hostage in exchange for the money he was still owed from the Indiegogo campaign. Disillusioned with his former friends, he will still occasionally be the target of minor and fairly one-sided jabs by Andy. A.G. Luck decided to stay in Miami a little longer with the guys from Revenge of the Sis to talk about Opie and Anthony, a radio show that has been off the air for 5 years, and to listen to Mersh tell long, fantastical, made-up stories about himself that portray him as a hip, street-smart hustler, rather than the middle-aged edgelord that he is.
It just seems like there's been a forgot mindset that this isn't about us. It's about the fans. Oh, we're still going to put it together. The footage is coming out. Me and SoCal Chris have a lot of stuff from DC and a lot of stuff from here in Miami. It's going to come out regardless because we promised it to the fans. And we're going to hard edit it down and everything. So I'm kind of, I guess you would say, a jack of all trades. I have been managing the event as well as shooting footage and doing all of that.
Godspeed continues to fuck with Ralph on a near daily basis, most notably by continuing to follow up on the fight that Ralph challenged him to while drunk on Cognitive Talks Live. This is particularly effective because it shows the audience that Ralph has become the exact person that he so proudly assisted Andy in taking down all those months ago in Knoxville, Tonkasaw, bringing the story to a neat and tidy ending. He is in touch with Ralph's parole officer and Virginia State Police, being a constant spoke in Ralph's wobbly, drunk wheels.
And that's that. So if Ethan wants to run his mouth over something other than, I don't know, every bottle of liquor and every bowl of food that he can get within arm's length, then I suppose he could sign a contract and, we could just get this done. And I'll even give him 6 months to get in a shape that isn't oblong or round or oval or spherical. And, I'll just, I'll look down on him and it'll be like punching a sandbag or like looking down and punching the ocean.
Dispatch has, for the most part, left Andy alone, and is instead working on a small free speech streaming platform called bitwave.tv. Great idea, shithead. Enjoy those bandwidth bills. He still fucks with Ralph by allegedly buying his show thousands of bots in order to convince Ralph that he is still relevant, so he continues to brag about his numbers while the Anons laugh knowing the numbers aren't real.
I get a couple laughs, I get a couple people watching, we all have a good time,
Do you get any kind of monetary consideration out of this?
I do not. I am not monetized.
Ralph returned to Virginia with his frightening bulging gunt, where he returned to doing the kill stream daily. His co-hosts have mysteriously disappeared, and his views fluctuate radically depending on whether or not Dispatch and company remember to buy bots. He has learned nothing from the experience, having not sought help for his alcoholism and violent tendencies, blaming haters and trolls for all his failures and shortcomings.
By the way, I see the dislikes in the chat. If you like the stream, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Although it really doesn't matter if it's thumbs up or thumbs down, because the stream's getting deleted anyway. It's going up on the podcast feed. But if you enjoyed, hit the thumbs up. Oh, there's a few super chats. Let me finish reading these.
Andy, ostensibly our protagonist, realized that confronting his friend with his addiction would be far more difficult than just rolling with it. The spine he grew temporarily cracked and shattered into dust in favor of avoiding conflict, and it is easier to take the anger out on a smaller YouTuber like A.G. Luck than someone with more views than him like Ralph. Andy hasn't been producing any regular content, and worse, He did not go straight to Disneyland. He did not travel the country as he said he would. He didn't climb mountains, all that weird shit. He merely went back to live with the alcoholic, like any battered wife, giving Ralph chance after chance after chance, forever and ever. Good doggy. Take your treat and forget that your owner gets drunk and steps on your tail for dolphin laughs.
Okay, Andy, you keep saying you're homeless, don't you live with... No, I still live, that's a cool tactic. I still live with Ralph. He didn't kick me out. That's not true. It's just, I'm just going to fucking, book it. I'm gonna book it here.
And as for the donors to the Indiegogo, well, I guess we'll never know how they feel about this. I mean, it's not like someone would dox them, then call them to ask them about it. Oh, wait. Dispatch totally did that.
Is there anything else?
May I speak to your wife? Ask her.
No.
Ask her what she thinks of her purchase.
Sure. Let me go see what she thinks.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Apparently, she was a fan.
She was. Is she no longer a fan?
I don't know.
Well, you said she was a fan. And now, was being past tense. I'm just assuming that means that she's no longer a fan.
She is no longer a fan.
All right. So
and
then,
she could have given them a refund and not have dealt with it at all.
I would encourage your wife to seek a chargeback, as Ethan Ralph and Andy Warski are not meeting the promises that they've met and outlined on their campaign, and would recommend calling your credit card company or your bank and requesting a chargeback. You are more than within your right to request a chargeback since they're not meeting your expectation there, and I would encourage you to do so.
Oh, apparently you just heard from her. There you go.
I couldn't quite make her out over the phone.
Fuck Ralph and his giant gunt.